Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Millville High School basketball here at the Thunderdome. Ariel Melendez and yours truly, Fred Melendez, here for a game that takes me back to my roots. Hammonton is visiting the Thunderdome today. I'm a 1976 graduate of the school, Hammonton, and they are here to take on the Thunderbolts of Millville. And we should have quite a game today. These two teams have met once before, a very exciting triple overtime game. We're going to get Mike's perspective in just a moment as the head coach behind us. But Ariel, this promises to be another classic battle on the hardwood today.
Yeah, and it was a really close game throughout. Millville was able to get out to a pretty good start. Hammonton comes charging back. Takes 3 overtimes for Millville to be able to put Hammonton away. So you know this is a team that's going to fight. Looking for their 10th win of the season. Millville already has 11 wins on the season, or 12. So this is going to be a really good matchup between two teams that played very hard the last time they met.
Okay, so we have Coach Mike Latour with us among the pom-poms and whatnot. Mike, first of all, thanks for coming on with us.
Ariel, good to see you as always.
Always.
As Ariel pointed out, a very tough game the first time you played each other. What are your memories of that first battle?
We were very evenly matched, both teams. You know, they have size, we have size. They have speed, we have speed. And number 3, Kenny Smith, for them is a fantastic player, averaging about 22 points. So, stop him. If we can get him to disrupt what he normally does, that'll keep us in the game.
And your last matchup against Bridgeton, a pretty dominant game by you guys. Barriento Foster chip in with 1916. Yeah. Merrill's got a double-double. Doug Dowdy as well had 10 points on the game. Speaking of Dowdy, how important is it to get that production from depth guys like him off the bench?
You know, Doug works so hard. He's one of the gym rat. He's always here. He's always working on his shot and his game. So we just unfortunately have so much depth that, you know, he'd probably play and start a lot more minutes if we didn't have as many guys. But, you know, he never complains. He knows his role, and he does the best when he gets his opportunities.
Now, of course, you're now 4 wins in a row, correct, Mike? Yeah. I take a quick look at my notes. Today's game, obviously, you're going to see the same kind of team, so let's try to keep it to 1 overtime if it goes that far. But as the stretch of the season comes along, what do you see your team? Do you see them peaking a little bit as each game goes on? Or are they progressing the way you want them to? Yeah,
the other night against Bridgeton was our most complete game in all 4 quarters. We really played well. But we just have that experience when we're in big games like today, or there's going to be, we don't really get nervous. We know how to play in these big games, and we just got to go out and execute the plan.
Well, I know that I'm going to enjoy it, Ariel's going to enjoy it, and Ryan's going to enjoy providing all the videos and everything. Good luck today, sir, and it's a pleasure to talk to you every time we do these games. Millville versus Hammonton. Stay right here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and, of course, Channel 22, along with BFA. We'll be right back.
Let's go!
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as the Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, we're here with head coach for the Hammonton Blue Devils in his 22nd season, Joe Martino, and glad to have you with us. First
Thanks
of all,
for having me. Yeah, appreciate it.
How do you feel about coming into this game? What are you expecting in the game itself?
Yeah, well, we've already played. We went to overtime at our place, and Millville presents some problems. They're a very good defensive team. They rebound the ball well. They push it and they press you. So we have to handle the ball really well. in their full court pressure. Hopefully, we'll get good possessions, get some good quality shots, run our sets. And then on the other end, the defensive end, we have to play discipline. We have to get back. We've got to make sure that we stop the ball and we locate some guys. The last game, we had some trouble. We lost them in transition a few times in the first half, lost us a few buckets. This time around, we just want to make sure we're matched up.
Okay. Now, you're 9-6 on the season, correct?
Yeah.
It's been kind of like streaky both ways, hasn't it?
Up and down all season.
Right.
We're looking to put together some games here. So we had one earlier in the week against Violin. We played okay. We're looking to build off of that.
Okay. Talk about some of your key players here. The starting lineup: Kenny Smith, Bryce Nicholson, Nick Johnson, Tavon Barber, and Tyler Lowe. Which one of these players are the key players to watch today?
Well, Kenny's always the key player. He's our point guard, and he's going to make things happen. He's our leading scorer, but he also distributes the ball very well. Look for him to distribute to Nick Johnson, who our two guard, who really, he can get hot from the outside, and also distribute the ball to the other guys off penetration. So Kenny does a lot of things for us. I think he can get everybody involved, and that's what we want him to do. And then Tyler Lowe also is also key in that, we want him to get down the floor, make some really good passes, and then we want him to score as well a little bit. So look for everybody to be involved, and even Nicholson, he's got a big task with Morrell defending him tonight. Yeah. We'll bring our other big guy off the bench in Chris Greer.
Okay, 22 years now. What's been the general flow for your career here? Ups and downs, I know, but talk about what it's been like for Hammonton basketball.
It's been great. When I first took the program over, they had a 33-game losing streak. They hadn't made the playoffs but one time or two times in 50 years or 55 years. So when I took the program over, it was a total rebuild.
Right.
And, in a short period of time, I feel like it was a short period of time, we made the playoffs 4 years in a row, about, our fourth year in. So, and that was the old-fashioned way. You had to be 500 back then to make the playoffs 4 years in a row.
Right.
And then since then, we've had a couple 20-win seasons.
Nice.
We've made it to the South Jersey Group 3 finals in 2008, and in 2013 we made it to the semifinals, been the number one seed a couple times. We've had some winning seasons. We've had some losing seasons. Like you said, we've been up and down. We cycle almost like any public school.
Right.
Cape Atlantic League's a pretty tough league to play in, so it's a basketball league for sure.
Now, of course, the ups and downs you're talking about, but some of the key players over those 22 years, some of the star players that you've had, who have you had over the years?
Well, one guy's on. You'll see him riding the sideline. I have him commanding the sideline for us in Christian Morley. Christian went on to play at Bloomsburg, and is the all-time leading scorer there. He was a very special player. He played on that 2013 team that went to the semifinals in our sectionals, Group 3. Travis Washington, Anthony Barone, Kevin Core, Peyton Morley, Christian's brother, was a pretty good shooter. We've had Pat Costa. Pat Costa was a 1,000-point scorer. So we've had some really good. We've been fortunate. We've had some really good players over this time.
All right. Well, good luck today, Coach.
Appreciate
I know you want to come out of here with a W.
Oh, we need one bad. All right. Thanks a lot.
Coach Joe Martino, glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
Back with the other head coach, Mike Latour, after these words.
All right.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle, usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Welcome back to the Thunderdome here at Millville High School. It is Hammonton versus Millville, and I was informed earlier, I forgot to ask Coach Latour about this, but I think a victory today clinches the division championship for the Thunderbolts, so that's another thing that they're playing for today. Millville coming in with a 12-4 record and a 4-game winning streak, of course, and as we mentioned, 9-6, the Hammonton Blue Devils with Coach Joe Martino. They broke a 3-game losing streak with their victory on Wednesday against Vineland. Tell you what, Vineland has to be one of the more competitive one-win teams in the whole state of New Jersey. We've seen their games a couple times, and a lot of their scores are like within 5 points or so. So they compete very well, and credit to Dan Russo for the job he's doing there at Vineland. Regardless of the record, he's got those guys playing. We certainly saw a great game from them, although Millville pulled away at the end. But today, of course, Hammonton coming in with a 9-6 record. And we mentioned that the first time these two teams played, it was a 3-overtime thriller. So we'll see if that is the case. Once more, we turn things over to our PA announcer, Tom DeCou will now take the mic. I was going to say Tom DeCou, but that wasn't him talking a second ago. Of course, we'll have our national anthem and the introductions of the starting lineups for both teams.
We'd like to recognize some members of our youth basketball organization that came out tonight to support our Thunderbolts. So let's put our hands together for them, please. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for playing our national anthem. And now our starting lineups for the visiting Hammonton Blue Devils. Number 3, Kenny Smith. Number 14, Tavon Carter. Number 5, Nick Johnson. Number 1, Tyler Love. Number 0, Bryce Nicholson. And now, it's time for your Millville Thunderbolts! Starting in guard, a senior, number 1, Jabbar Bamba! guard, a senior, number 5, Raekwon Ford. Starting at guard, a junior, number 11, Kaylin Foster. Heading in the middle, a senior, number 33, Jaden Merrill. The Bucks are coached by Coach number 2.
Well, we could all wish to have that kind of energy, right? There are your starting lineups. Hammonton suits up with number 3, Kenny Smith. Number 0, Bryce Nicholson. Number 5 is Nick Johnson. 14 is Tavon Barber. And number 1, Tyler Lowe. Millville's lineup pretty much similar to what we've seen throughout the season. Dante Smith, number 3. Number 1, Jabbar Barriento. Kalen Foster, number 11. Raekwon Ford, number 5. And the big man in the middle, Jaden Merrill, number 33. Welcome once again to all the people watching, whether it's on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, Channel 22, and our good friends over at BFA. Stick around, we have a good one for you tonight as Hammonton comes to Millville. Raekwon Ford takes the first shot of the game, skims off the rim. Battle for the rebound is won by Hammonton. That is Bryce Nicholson with the rebound, and first possession for the Blue Devils. Nice pass to the post and a good basket. So not only does he get the rebound, but he gets the basket. Bryce Nicholson with the first points of the game. Smith goes to Barriento. Jabbar hands off to Foster. Thought about going to Merrill inside, but pulls it out. Good switching by Millville as Foster now has the basketball. Hands off to Barriento. Hammonton in that soft zone really blocking up a lot of shooting territory. Dante Smith with the dribble, pulls it out. Driving, dishing back to Merrill. Merrill tries to drive through, off the rim, no good. And Nicholson has his second rebound of the game.
Yeah, Hammonton did a really good job there of keeping Millville to the outside and not letting them get to the middle. As we saw, they wanted to go to Merrill at some point, but they were able to keep it out.
Driving the lane, dishing it right side, an open shot. It's a little long, and Merrill will take the rebound this time for the Thunderbolts.
They saw Hammonton on the other side pass up an even more open 3 to try and get that shot.
Good move to the hole by Dante Smith, and he draws the foul. So that is the first foul of the game. It goes against Hammonton. Number 14, Tavon Barber.
And this gives Millville a chance to get on the board.
Chance to tie it up with these 2 free throws. Short on the first one. Smith will look to make it a 1-for-2 trip. Short on both of the shots, and Hammonton pulls away with the rebound. That is Barber collecting it. Steal by Barriento, goes up and puts it in.
It's a really great effort under the basket by Barriento.
So we're all tied up at 2. Hammonton across the timeline. That is Kenny Smith with the dribble, watched by his number 3 counterpart. Good pass to the open side, but Hammonton pulls it back out. Tyler Lowe, guarded by his counterpart, number 1. Strange things happening with the numbers here. Meanwhile, Barber now passes it back to Lowe. Kenny Smith, watched by Dante Smith. Referee is counting it down, but Smith is able to move the ball, and Barber swings it down low to Nicholson, trying to turn, but he does not. Merrill does not give him a chance to turn. Barber passes it to Johnson. Johnson looking to drive. He gets through, puts the shot up, a little hard off the back rim, and the rebound comes to Kalen Foster.
Yeah, Millville employing kind of a similar strategy and trying to force Hammonton to stay out wide. They do get in the middle, but a good rebound there.
Smith gives to Foster. Kalen, baseline move to Barriento. Gets it to go for 3. Millville's first advantage, 5-2. Shot is up, no good. Barriento goes high for the rebound. Ball is lost momentarily. Dante Smith will try to go up and off the glass and in.
Good job by Smith there to be able to fight through the contact.
7 unanswered points now by Millville. They lead 7-2. Oh, Merrill says no. Here's the move to the basket. That's Foster finding Barriento, and he just puts it up and splashes it down.
A good job by Merrill on that last stop to be able to keep up with Barber to reject the shot.
A three-pointer if it goes, and it does. Kenny Smith with the tray.
A name you're likely to hear pretty often tonight. Kenny Smith's the Blue Devils' pretty much leading scorer. He typically averages at least 20 points a game.
That shot makes it a 7-5 score, Millville. Dante Smith passes it to Ford. Barriento will exchange with Foster. Again, nothing really opening up in the middle unless you force it, which Barriento tried to do. And now we get a jump ball situation, so the ball will go to Hammonton. Blue Devils coming up court, as you see right there, and there's the rejection. Merrill does a lot of that throughout the season. Straight up court, right side, three-point shot, and that's off the back rim. Rebounded by Johnson, looking for the turnaround shot, and he gets it to drop. So we are tied at 7. And I think we're in for that kind of game.
Yeah, and you've seen Hammonton try and go for that three-point shot a couple times in this one. Millville might have to do a better job of getting out to the line.
Smith to Merrill, who comes it way outside to get that. Barriento. Dante Smith will just pull it out as we approach the 3-minute mark. Ford with the dribble. Moving to the basket, Raekwon puts it up and in despite the resistance down low. 2-point basket. Millville back in front, 9-7. Hammonton, double team there. Lowe gets it back outside. Pass to Nicholson, and he gets it to drop off the glass. And we're tied at 9. Third tie of the game, and we are at the 2:15 mark of this first quarter. Foster guarded by Nicholson. Good pass to Merrill, and he tucks it in off the bottom of the backboard, but he draws a foul, so he will get a chance to get those 2 points. Going to watch Raekwon Ford do his thing right here. Like the dribble between the legs, get him all set, and watch all the resistance that comes along here. 2 players pretty much collapsing on him, but he got it to go.
Yeah, and you see the nice little fist bump afterwards. Ford not afraid to battle through that type of contact, even though he's giving up quite a bit of size in most matchups he's a part of.
Jaden Merrill looking to go 2 for 2.
And speaking of Ford, he actually does check out for now.
Misses the second one, and the rebound is cleared by Azir Smithbay. Shot is up, and it's going to drop. So a 3-point play possibility for Kenny Smith. First team foul on Millville, and it goes against Jabbar Barriento.
And that'll bring, and that actually brings Barriento to the bench. Kevin Rivera checking in, as well as Zaire Pickett came in for Ford on that last event.
The free throw misses, and Hammonton's going to get the ball because the rebound came close to that baseline, and Pickett couldn't maintain position inside the court. So Hammonton will get the possession.
Pickett almost came away. Rivera actually almost came away with the rebound, and he couldn't even see what was going on.
Sometimes it's just good to be in the right spot.
Millville will end up getting the ball back, though, on the foul by Hammonton.
Yep, Chris Greer with that first personal. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Hammonton with a 1-point advantage. Dante Smith. He's guarded by 3 players, so he'll send it back out, and Millville will reset. Kalen Foster to Rivera. They go right corner. Alley-oop. Pickett gets it out to Rivera. Now Smith looking for some room. Shot is up, and it skims off the rim. Good rebound underneath. Pickett, but his shot is blocked and then taken by Hammonton. Now it's on the floor. And if it's a jump ball, that'll belong to Millville.
Yeah, again, Hammonton really applying the defense there. And I kind of want to point out, that was low. It was all over the court for Hammonton.
So the inbounds comes to the left side. Foster ducking in and putting it in. Kalen Foster.
Yeah, nice job by Foster to be able to jump over the defense there.
So Millville's back in front, 12-11. Hammonton working the outside perimeter for the moment. Johnson goes back outside to Tyler Lowe. Johnson circles the top of the key as we approach 35 seconds left in the opening quarter. A really long three off the rim. Boy, you really got to feel it from outside.
It's almost as if Latour saw that coming because he was yelling for someone to cover.
Oh, Rivera, just a great job to save it, but a nice steal. Smith goes up and misses the shot. Now they come quickly up court. Rivera looking for some shooting space, but he is denied. That is Chris Greer who blocks the shot.
Some nice defense on that fast break. Hammonton going the other way. I believe that was Dante Smith who was able to kind of keep pace and maybe affected the shot just a little bit.
8 seconds. We'll see if this will mean a basket from Millville. Foster draws the foul, and that's just as good. So he'll get a chance to be a little less stressed in making some points as we watch the tip. Smith. That's good defense by Smith for Hammonton. And unfortunately for the Blue Devils, the rim did not cooperate. Kenny Smith with a good defensive play for the Blue Devils. Meanwhile, Kalen Foster eyes up the basket for 2 free throws. First one is a swish. Three seconds showing on the clock. Foster gets some kind bounces off the rim for the second shot. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to get anything off. They do get the shot off. It's short. And that is how the first quarter ends. Back and forth the whole time. Those 8 minutes were pretty exciting. But Millville has the edge as we head to the second quarter. 14-11. Our cheerleaders set to cheer us on here. So the Millville cheerleaders doing what they want to do. They're doing what they want to do. The cheerleaders, sorry about that. Blue Devils will have possession to start the second quarter, trailing by 3. They get the ball into the hands of point guard Kenny Smith. Passes it right side to Azir Smith-Bay. They circle the whole court. Now working the left side. A really long three again is short. And the rebound, really good battle. Millville will win it. Good job by Kevin Rivera to keep that ball alive and give it to the Thunderbolts. Foster to Rivera. Ford goes back to Foster. Shot is up, and the shot is off the back rim. Skying high to get the rebound is Chris Greer. Hammonton into the front court now. Tyler Lowe will pull the ball back, let their Hammonton offense set itself. Now in the game, Owen Salida, number 11. Kenny Smith. Nice pass down low, over to the left side for three if it goes. It's a little too long, and Foster with a very good rebound.
Setting some good pressure by the Blue Devils, almost not letting him get out of there.
So the Thunderbolts come into the offensive zone. Nice pass to Rivera, no room to shoot. Pickett a little long, and Kenny Smith gets the rebound for Hammonton. Blue Devils quickly back up court. Smith looking to go the distance, and he does a sweet underhand layup move.
Yeah, as we said, Kenny Smith runs this offense, and you can see he was able to get the rebound on the defensive end, decided to take that one home himself.
So 1 point lead for the Thunderbolts, 14-13. Merrill cuts into the picture, guarded by number 4 there. That's Greer, who came in off the bench, the big man in the middle for the Hammonton Blue Devils. I'll tell you what, the Blue Devils are not shy to take it from well behind the arc. And they haven't connected on one of those really long ones yet.
Yeah, that's certainly some confidence to be able to post up from up there, and especially when you've taken, I think, about 3 of them and haven't made them just yet.
That was a very stylish shot by Foster. Doesn't make it, but that was a great setup by Ford to get him loose there. Here's Smith as he takes the rebound and then does the end-to-end dash between 2 Thunderbolts right there, then between 2 more, and the layup.
Yeah, and I think it was that little stop in the middle there that maybe the Thunderbolts thought he was going to pass the ball, but Smith doing that nice little deception and stopping, then being able to just take off from there and get the basket.
So Kalen Foster will look to make 2 from the line. First one is off the back. Second shot coming up, and that one does drop through. 2-point advantage for the Thunderbolts, 15-13. Good tight defense by Foster, but breaking free of it is Barber. Nice pass to Nicholson, but they call a foul. I thought he got a lot of the ball there, but Kevin Rivera is going to draw the foul. Let's see if we can pick up the play here. Rivera's guarding him right there. I don't know. That looked like a lot of ball and no contact with the body, but the call is made against him, so. Hammonton with possession. Long pass out to Barber. Hammonton's moving its players around as Barber dribbles way outside. Nicholson has the ball poked by Merrill, but still Hammonton possession. Kenny Smith showing some moves himself right there.
That was
Barber, yeah, that was sweet.
Rivera too.
That was sweet. Driving, stopping, popping, and connecting.
Just out of the outreach hand of Merrill, he would have blocked that one.
Barber ties the game at 15. 4:40 left on the clock. Tipped, and Hammonton will get it. Quickly up court is Salida. Spin move. Boy, he was just robbed of the ball. Merrill tries to dunk, and he succeeds. Wow, what a turn of events.
I need to see that steal again because it looked like Ford just basically ran into him and said, "It's my ball now."
And I believe Hammonton will call a timeout on that one. Well, yeah, that was a good lead pass. And Merrill, of course, is not shy to say hello to the rim. No timeout. The action continues. It looked like they were going to take one, but it is not. And Hammonton still possession. Almost lost it there. Double team and good move. Smart move. Nick Johnson realizing he really had to do something to get out of that. Just bounced the ball off the Millville defender.
I don't think he could have thrown that any harder, though. Off the leg of Barriento.
Oh, baby.
I don't think you got to do it that hard, but whatever works for you.
Just about halfway through this second quarter. Again, the double team pressure by Millville. Oh, great pass. Oh, it doesn't go. A tough break for Nicholson. Somehow they got the ball through, but the connection is not made.
Now I think that's a kind roll for Millville.
It is. What's good for one is bad for the other.
That circled almost the entire rim without going in.
Ford to Barriento. Foster looking to move. Has it stripped momentarily. Nice pass back out to Pickett. Ford will take the three. Short. Good rebound by Foster. Resets forward, and we have a travel. (17-15) Millville with the lead. Hammonton across the timeline. Barber switches with Smith. Kenny Smith dribbling, looking for somewhere to go. Pass is tipped. Foster with a good defense, but Hammonton maintains possession.
And Dante Smith's going to check back into this game. Kalon Foster's going to take his first break on the bench.
Blue Devils looking to inbound. They get it to their point guard, Kenny Smith. And I believe we're going to get a foul on Barriento. That's his second. Hammonton with possession. Barber circling, dishes it left side. Shot is off the rim. Nicholson reels in the rebound. Goes back to Smith. A long range three again, and this one splashes in. Nick Johnson with the tray.
Yeah, as we said, Hammonton not afraid to shoot some deep threes, and they finally do get one to connect.
And that one gives them a 1-point edge, 18-17. Millville's players circling, waiting for Ford to decide where to go. He decides Barriento's the man, off the glass short, and the rebound is cleared by Ozzie Smith-Bay. Blue Devils to the attack. Smith goes in between, and again Merrill says, not this time. He must love that. I mean, the timing has to be perfect, as you're going to see here, because you don't want to commit the foul. He waits, and then he says, not now.
Yeah, exactly. You got to wait until, because sometimes the players do like to fake out on the shots and make you think they're going to shoot it. So we have to have
that's an easy one.
Some real good control to be able to block a shot like that.
Great inside pass by Barber to Nicholson for the basket, and Hammonton with its biggest lead now, 20-17. Ford puts it into the hands of Terrence Todd. Merrill turns to the basket, and he gets the shot, draws the foul, and has a chance to put three on the board with a free throw.
Yeah, really good fighting through the contact of Merrill. As we'll see the shot just before that, and just how easy that was for Hammonton.
Very well designed inlet pass. Bryce Nicholson with 2 fouls now for Hammonton. The three-point play is not achieved, so Millville still down by a point, 20-19. Going through Barber. Nice pass underneath Nicholson. Double team. Looking for somewhere to go. Another long-range three. This one is not going to make it. And the rebound is cleared by Terrence Todd. A minute and a half left in the half, and a kind bounce as Smith gets the basket. Millville's got the 1-point edge now, 21-20. Oh, nice behind the back dribble. Almost close to a backboard violation, and we're going to get a foul against Smith anyway. As we watch the action coming Millville's way, there's Dante doing what he does to put the ball through the hoop. So that is the first foul on Kenny Smith. Now it says 17 fouls. I guess the offensive fouls you don't shoot. So Hammonton now with 7 fouls. Jaden Merrill coming outside to get the ball. Will he drive? Spin move. Shot is no good. Rebound, batted out of bounds. And Hammonton will wind up with possession. (21-20) as we are under a minute. Nicholson, he's been doing that throughout the game. A nice, easy layup. So even though Hammonton's taking a lot of those outside chances, Nicholson has been steady underneath. The 1-point lead switches to the Blue Devils. Todd has it knocked out of bounds by, oh, they're going to say it went off Millville last. Want to thank those of you who are watching. Tina Stiles, glad to have you with us here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live. Chloe Wilson and Brian Hakola. Yeah. Final 25 seconds coming. Hammonton with the ball and the 1-point lead. Smith looks up at the clock. Victor Latour, John Gonzalez, Shatia Dawkins. All watching here on Facebook Live. Again, we appreciate all the viewership that we get. I hope I pronounced this one correct. Akon Harris. If I missed it, I missed it. Michael Vitt. Javon Pierce. Wendy Goldberg is watching. Wendy Goldberg Melendez, I should say that correctly. Meanwhile, Dowdy didn't even look, and somehow he made the play, but Hammonton comes alive. And again, Nicholson, he's making money right there at the glass. And that's a 3-point lead for the Devils as we hit the halftime break. So Nicholson getting it done as we watch the inbounds play. Hammonton moving around nicely. Dowdy almost came up with it there, even though he wasn't looking, but Hammonton did a great job of recovery. And Nicholson, I tell you what, he moves to the basket well, and his teammates are certainly finding him for some clutch baskets. So we are at the halftime break. Let's watch the cheerleaders do what they do best.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Changing colors. Life's colors change daily for each of us. We go from happy to sad, anxious to peaceful. There's events we endure and ones we enjoy. The colors of life are always changing, but there's one that's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Come, let us introduce you to Him, New Life Church, the church of many colors.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to Him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
It always seems, and I say this all the time, the team that's ahead at halftime is the first team to be on the court quickly. And Hammonton is that team in this occasion. Our score at the break is 24-21. Millville trailing Hammonton, and Ariel, Hammonton really playing the kind of defense that is not allowing Millville to get on the fast breaks or to really set up their offense. They're taking a lot of time to take shots. So Hammonton's defense is pretty responsible for their 3-point lead.
Yeah, they've had a really strong defense, not really letting Millville get to the inside at all, and putting a lot of double teams, even sometimes triple teams, on some of Millville's top shorters. I think one of the guys on Hammonton that's really done a great job, I think that's Lowe, has done a really strong job. Doesn't have any points in this game, but I think has really had an impact on the defensive end. You see him kind of going all over the court to be able to block Millville's shooters, but they're doing a really strong job of kind of keeping Millville down and not letting them get any momentum.
Yeah, they were playing kind of a soft zone at first, but as the first quarter and the second quarter came along, they tightened up on Millville, teaming them quite a bit, and Millville just couldn't get into its offensive flow. In fact, they only scored 7 points in the second quarter, so that defense that Hammonton has played has been very effective in getting them their three-point edge in this first half. And again, offensively, they've taken a lot of long three-point shots. They haven't really made any of them. They have 2 3-pointers for the first half. But really, their game has been going to Nicholson. He's got 10 points, and if he's been about 2 or 3 feet away from the basket, that's been about it for all 10 points.
Yeah, and normally, as we mentioned, Kenny Smith's the guy that kind of leads this Hammonton team. But yeah, as you mentioned, Nicholson really is kind of just standing under the basket, and Millville not really paying attention to him, especially on that inbound play we saw. That's probably the easiest basket that Hammonton and Nicholson himself has probably ever scored, is just not recognizing where he is on the court. And he's a pretty tall guy, so he's not someone you're exactly going to miss out there. But Millville's got to find a way to tighten up the defense and find a way to crack into Hammonton's defense in this one.
Of course, and they have not been able to unleash the fast break offense that we've seen throughout the season. Of course, Merrill's done a great job defensively. We've already seen a couple blocks by him, so he's playing his defensive game well. But again, Millville just had a very tough second quarter. And again, I think that's because Hammonton really tightened up, double-teaming the ball carrier a lot. And the ball handler, I should say, ball carriers in football. But nonetheless, Hammonton really clamped down in that second quarter and just didn't let Millville get into its normal flow.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big adjustment here for Millville. That's something to kind of look out for in this, especially at the beginning of this third quarter, is you have to imagine that's kind of some of the things that Coach Latour talked to his team about during halftime, was finding a way, just finding a way simply just to get through this Hammonton defense and find a way to stop their offense. We got to go back to that last game between these two teams. Obviously, it's going to be a tough game. We've already noticed throughout this first half. This is going to be a close game between the two teams. It's just about finding that way to get that one extra play, that one little thing that's going to spark momentum for your side.
All right, we are going to take a look at the scorers right now. And again, we mentioned Nicholson is the game-leading scorer so far. He's worked very well under the glass. He has 10 points as a team high and game high. 7 points for their key point guard, Kenny Smith. 5 points by Nick Johnson, and Tavon Barber has the other 2 points. So there are your scores for the Blue Devils. Meanwhile, very much balanced for the Thunderbolts. Barriento, Foster, and Merrill all with 5 points rather. Dante Smith has the 4, and Raekwon Ford with the other 2. But those are the kind of points that we don't see Millville rather low in scoring for that first half.
Yeah, and obviously it's a good thing to see them have some balance in their scoring, but we're not used to seeing these kind of low of numbers after the first half, and especially not really getting any help off the bench either. That's something we talked to Coach Latour about earlier, is finding that way to get that scoring off, that depth scoring off the bench. And those guys come in obviously with a lot of energy, but just not able to really help out in the scoring department. And that's something that it seems like Millville's going to need tonight.
So Millville will have the first possession of the second half, trying to cut into a 3-point deficit as we start the third quarter. Dante Smith will have the initial possession. Again, Millville circling. Ford guarded closely, as we mentioned. Again, Hammonton just really collapsing on the ball so far. Dante Smith doesn't like what he sees, so he'll pull it back out. Raekwon Ford. Inside to Merrill. He's trying to work against Nicholson. Open three. Well, it was an open three. Somehow it went in. A 3-point basket by Smith ties the game at 24. I thought that was partially blocked.
If there's a will, there's a way.
And right back come the Blue Devils. Nicholson actually missed one underneath, and the rebound comes down to Smith. Dante looking to go coast to coast, lays it up and in. Just a soft little rainbow touch.
And a nice drive there by Smith, as he actually got fooled a little bit on the defensive end with Nicholson's first shot. Doesn't go, and he decides to do the rest himself.
So the 5-point surge by the Thunderbolts puts them up by 2. 26-24. Smith almost caught Barber napping there.
Yeah, I don't know if that pass was supposed to go to Nicholson or not, but...
A 3-point shot, in and out. And the rebound by Barriento.
Did everything but drop, as that looked like it was in the basket and just came right out.
Dante Smith sends it outside to Ford. Exchanges with Foster. Kalen goes back to Merrill. Again, Hammonton doing a good job of clogging up the lane. Because you know Merrill wanted to go through. Smith tries it, doesn't get it to go, and it's out of bounds off of Millville.
And Millville trying to find a way to almost force their own pressure in the lane.
Smith across the timeline. He's got a chance, and he's hammered from behind. So here's the play that...
I see Smith there.
Yeah.
Goes almost up and over Nicholson, but a good recovery by him to be able to drive down here.
And then Dante just takes it the distance. Nice soft touch. Meanwhile, Kenny Smith tees up 2 free throws. The first one is good.
That's Kenny Rivera checking back in after that first made free throw.
So Kenny Smith looking to go 2 for 2 on this, and he is successful. We're all tied up at 26 now. Under 6 minutes left, third quarter. Kalen Foster goes out to Raekwon Ford. Again, you see that soft double team pressure, and the ball is kicked. That was a kick. They didn't call it. Instead, they call a foul against Millville.
Yeah, whether or not Nicholson really meant to do that, but that definitely did go off the leg or knee area.
Orange and blue cheerleaders trying to get their guys inspired to take the lead back, but Hammonton will have possession for the time being. Tyler Lowe gets it into Nicholson. Return. Lowe thought about the 3.
Nice quick passing there by Hammonton.
Lowe hands it out to Smith. Kenny Smith passes it. And there's that nice pass again. They're finding Nicholson. That is where they're working their offense.
Yeah, again, and Millville did a stronger job on that one trying to prevent it, but just allowing Nicholson to go through kind of the middle undetected.
So Hammonton's back in front by 2, 28-26. Ford swings it. Foster pops it. It's off the rim. Rebound, loose, and Nicholson's going to win it. He sends away Barber. Pass to the right side. And we have it. Do we have a charge? Yes, we do.
Yeah, Ford took a lot of contact there. And
so an offensive foul against the Blue Devils, as we'll watch here. Barber got it up court quickly. Tavon across the timeline.
You see Ford here not afraid to put his body on the line here. Oh, it looks like he might have taken an elbow to the chin on that. But again, Ford not afraid to give up size. So he's generally the smallest guy on the court.
And he's tough because he's still out there. Controlling the dribble for the Thunderbolts. Strong pass to Foster. Drive baseline left side short on the shot. And again, Hammonton does not give Millville an offensive rebound. Barber goes out to Lowe. He'll try the 3 and he will drop it. Tyler Lowe. 31-26. Hammonton in front. Well, they caught the kick that time. That
yeah,
one was
I don't think that would be any more obvious.
Again, good setup, and Lowe gets on the scoreboard here by just hanging out top of the key. Barber finds him, and Lowe finds the bottom of the basket. Millville looking to respond. Skims off the rim, and again, one and done as Nicholson gets the rebound, this time for the Blue Devils.
That's been another issue for Millville underneath their own basket, not able to get those second chance opportunities.
We are halfway through the third quarter, a 5-point advantage for the visitors from Hammonton. Now, I don't know how that was not a travel, but still fighting for position, and finally Millville comes up with it. Nick Johnson really striving to get that to go home, but it would not. Dante Smith to Ford. Ford, nice pass to Merrill. Basket.
And that is going to lead us to our first timeout.
That was a sweet feed right to the post, and Merrill made it happen, made sure that it went through the hoop, and now Millville trails by just 3. Again, Raekwon Ford doing a good job between players, saw Merrill open and fed him the ball. Merrill puts it in, and the game is now 31-28. We have a timeout on the floor. Back with more basketball here on Quinn Broadcasting and BFA right after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
And now, back to the game.
So Millville talking over strategy as we head deep into the third quarter. 3.5 minutes to go. The Blue Devils of Hammonton 31, Thunderbolts of Millville 28. Pass is blocked and knocked out of bounds by Millville.
Millville doing a good job here on the inbound and kind of creating a little bit of pressure and almost trying to force that violation.
They do get the ball in this time as Smith Bay gets it back to Tyler Lowe. Lowe dishes right side, and again Nicholson. Nicholson is really making a statement for star of the game, isn't
I'm pretty sure Nicholson just threw that at the basket too.
As long as you get it to drop through the twine there, you're good.
And that's kind of the problem. Where Millville was double teaming kind of off that inbound just allowed Hammonton to have numbers on the other end. Kind of the downside to be kind of double teaming.
Foster goes left side, switches with Dante Smith. Smith trying to go to the hole, has it blocked and stolen by Nicholson. Sends away Johnson. They're going to call a foul or a jump ball. I thought it was a travel, but they call a jump ball. Let's see. Oh, this is the basket by Nicholson. Well, he's been a force tonight for sure. So Hammonton with possession. Ball is almost lost, and somehow Smith kept it alive. Tyler Lowe goes across to Nick Johnson. Good man-to-man defense applied now by Millville. Trying to put some pressure on the ball. Nicholson flashes for a moment. Meanwhile, the ball comes to Nick Johnson, back outside the Lowe. 2:10 left. Third quarter, a 5-point lead for the Blue Devils.
And you see Nicholson there all alone there, didn't even look at the basket.
Lowe dishes it to an open left side, off the rim. Foster will collect the rebound. Millville needs a streak of points here as they trail by 5.
Yeah, Hammonton hasn't quite pulled away just yet, but Millville's been having trouble finding the basket.
Foster misses, and Nicholson keeps it alive for the Blue Devils. Here they come. Johnson all the way up, a little too high and out of bounds.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, they call a jump ball, but I don't know how you don't call travel on number 5 there. He was not dribbling, so sound like some other people that would say things like that. All right, Millville back to the attack. Raekwon Ford finds Merrill. Foster. We're down to 1:15. Merrill turnaround jumper off the rim, no good. Again, Hammonton just gets the rebound. Tyler Lowe this time. One minute to go here in this quarter. 3-point shot in. Kenny Smith connects for 3. The lead is 8. 45 seconds to go. Third quarter, an 8-point lead for the Blue Devils. Hammonton's just not letting Millville run its offense. There's a long-range shot. It's in! Raekwon Ford! boy, did they need that.
Yeah, and he was fouled on the shot. So that's a chance for, is that
the rare
the ever elusive?
Play.
Yeah, you take the shot here.
Well, when you need it and you get it, your teammates come over and pick you up again. And he makes the 4-point play. So just like that, the lead is cut in half. 4-point advantage. Lowe dribbles out and finds Kenny Smith. 20 seconds left, so you have to figure the Blue Devils will go for one. All right, the call is going to be against Millville. Ford is tabbed with a foul. That's his first. Lowe will inbound it. Trying to get it to Smith, alley-oops it, and he does get it there. Plenty of time for Hammonton to set up a shot. Smith, though, decides to go for it right away. Now Millville has a chance, 7 seconds. Ford, spin move! Alley-oop it in! Are you kidding me? But it looked like a moment there. Now see, Hammonton wants to travel. You're not getting him to travel.
And I think the ref actually just got to stop the fans from storming the court, too, on that play. But Raekwon Ford really taking this game in his own hands right now.
He looked up at the clock to see how much time he had first. The spin move.
That's what I'm guessing. Just if I'm going to look at Hammonton's side, I'm guessing they wanted on the spin and the step, but that's just a really nice move by Ford.
That was a continuation move. And Ford went to half court and did a little take that kind of move there. But nonetheless, Hammonton led by 8 just about 20 seconds ago, and now it's a 2-point game. So Ford with 6 unanswered points, the 4-point play, and the buzzer-beating alley-oop play. Fantastic finish supplied by Raekwon Ford. And the Blue Devils, of course, had that 8-point lead, but the Bolts got the jolt that they needed.
Yeah, Raekwon Ford really providing some energy late in that third quarter, getting 2 very key baskets. We saw the very rare 4-point play there and the buzzer beater shot at the end. As we'll take a look at it here.
I just like the way he looked to see how much time he had. That's pretty savvy. Now that's a continuation move. I wouldn't.
And it was the under. It was kind of the under-over move as well that Ford decided to pull out.
So not only did they streak back for a 6-point finish, but they have a chance to tie here with possession. Foster, baseline drive to Merrill. Smith back to Merrill. Merrill's having to play the ball outside of his usual lane area.
Yeah, I think that's why you saw Merrill kind of want to get rid of it quickly. He wanted to get back in the middle.
Raekwon Ford.
And now you see Raekwon Ford, they're really putting the pressure on him, knowing he's got the hot hand.
And there it is. Short. And again, Hammonton just not giving Millville second opportunities. Another defensive rebound by the Blue Devils.
Well, you can see now, again, the heavy pressure they're putting. They know which scorers are the hot hands for Millville. You saw Ford there, double, triple team. So Hammonton, again, doing a really nice job on defense.
Open 3 off the rim. Rebound by Dante Smith. Oh, good steal. Nice steal by Nick Johnson. Back to the attack. Looks to go coast to coast, and he does.
And it was a good try there by Dante Smith to try and draw the charge, but basket counts.
So the lead is now 4, 38-34 Hammonton. Foster does his baseline move, dishes it out, but it is right into the hands of Tyler Lowe for the opposite team.
Yeah, not sure he liked the shot he had, but he kind of passed it into no man's land there.
Lowe guarded by Dante Smith. Actually, that's Rivera, Kevin Rivera. Again, good pass. Knocked away, Ford knocked it loose and now has the basketball. Buckle up, we're in for quite a finish. These two teams are battling. Smith Back out to Ford. He's feeling it again, and he splashes it down. And he is psyched up at midcourt. Yes. Millville trying to apply the pressure, and they do enough to create the turnover. So it's a 1-point game, and Millville with possession. Chance for the lead now. Ford, great pass to Merrill. Millville's in front, 39-38.
And this gym is starting to come alive.
5.5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Smith tees it up. Short. Merrill, no challenge for that rebound. So the Thunderbolts with a chance to widen the lead now. Raekwon Ford across the timeline. Foster driving, pulls it back out. Ooh, almost a bad pass. 5 minutes to go. Another long range three. Just give it to Ford because he's driving on all cylinders. Another three.
You want to talk about Hammonton shooting from way deep. Raekwon Ford, as you said, just give him the ball. He's going to shoot from anywhere.
The lead is 4, and now we get an offensive foul.
You want to talk about momentum. Millville's got full momentum right now.
Truly, just give it to 5 at the moment. He is finding the way to get it through the basket. The cheerleaders are certainly accentuating it all. Ford is going to come out for a moment.
Yeah,
That's how hot he is.
At this point, yeah, just give him a breather.
Dante Smith is reaching foul by his counterpart, Kenny Smith. Three fouls on Kenny Smith, 4 team fouls on Hammonton, only 3 on Millville, so nobody really close to the bonus situation. Now a steal, long range pass, and we're going to get a blocking foul. So here's that the last 3 that Ford made. Look how far away he is, and he splashes it.
Not even that, it's nothing but net. Well, I guess that's what splashing it means.
Yep. So let's see how Hammonton responds. Smith puts the shot up, off the rim, no good. Nice box out by Pickett, and the ball belongs to Millville. Dante Smith, left side pass. Foster gets it back to Smith. Nice pass, Foster, he slid. Yep, that's a good call. Just could not put the brakes on. So Hammonton gets the ball back. Wow, thought Foster kind of wrapped himself around there. Hammonton still with possession as Kenny Smith looks for somewhere to go. Pass is blocked by Barriento. That's great defense by Jabbar. Meanwhile, fast break opportunity. And what do we have? We're going to get a jump ball. That'll favor the Blue Devils.
And Raekwon Ford checking back into the game. Just a quick little breather. I think about maybe 30 seconds for him just to catch his breath. We'll see if Millville continues to try and run the offense through him.
Right up court, nice pass. This time they'll pull it back out. Oh, lots of contact. 3-point shot off the back rim. That'll go out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Blue Devils.
Yeah, you see there, Jabbar Barriento not happy about that as Ford got pushed around quite a bit in the middle there.
Lowe will inbound it for the Blue Devils. Smith tees it up. That's going to be short. Battle for the rebound. Still loose on the floor. Millville finally ends up with it. Dante Smith And we're going to get a jump ball. That will still belong to Millville. This is getting physical.
No, he's pointing Millville.
Yeah, it's Millville's ball.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The last possession arrow favored Hammonton.
I mean, it's a little hard to see this possession arrow down there.
Yeah. Right to the basket. Pickett with the basket.
And that's going to force a timeout. Saw Millville right now.
Zaire Pickett, here's the play at one end. Ball moved to the...
You see the contact here. He gets elbowed almost in the face more than once.
The referee says, see nothing there, nothing there.
No harm, no foul as,
I guess.
As Hammonton ends up not making the shot. And I don't have the exact number, but it feels like it's been a little while since Hammonton scored.
Yeah, Millville has run off 10 unanswered points.
And we'll see the last basket here that forced, well, actually Millville's the one who took the timeout, but.
Yeah, Zaire Pickett with a nice move to the basket, put it in. Yeah, counting that burst at the end of the third quarter where Ford scored 6 points, then Hammonton got a steal and a basket. That's been all their scoring since then. So 6, 9, 12, 16 to 2 run for Millville. And now a near steal, and they're going to get a timeout. So Hammonton a little desperate there with the possession. They decide to call the timeout. You have to wonder what Coach Martino is going to try to devise here, because Millville, as we mentioned, a 16 to 2 run. The lead now by 6. So it was once an 8-point lead for Hammonton. It's now a 6-point lead for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, you got to think, if I can get my words together, you got to think he's talking, 1, find a way to stop Ford. Because he's been Millville's offense this fourth quarter. But in that respect, too, is don't get out of your zone. You've done a good job on the defensive end of kind of not being able to allow them to get to the inside. So while you do want to stop the hot hand, you don't want to get off your game and what's been working for you.
So Hammonton will inbound it. Ball in the hands of Kenny Smith. Smith gave up the dribble, so he's got to find somewhere to go with it. He does. All the way back out. A shot by Johnson off the rim. Skying high for the rebound is Merrill, and he winds up with it.
And as you can see, them putting a lot of pressure on Ford. End up fouling him. So you can see that's exactly the strategy that Hammonton's trying to go with, is to stop Raekwon Ford.
And Hammonton's key point guard right now has 4 fouls.
And a little bit interesting is obviously they're in kind of a deficit, and I think the head coach over there just asked, is that his 4th foul? So they are going to keep him in for now, but Millville, maybe you want to be a little bit aware of that and try and, I don't know if you want to force some contact, but don't be afraid to, when you're by Smith maybe, almost kind of force him to get that contact in, because Hammonton needs him down the stretch in these last couple minutes, so they don't want to take him out, but they're running the risk of fouling him out.
Merrill's going to get 2, and he makes the first one. Yeah, Smith has 4 fouls. Nicholson just picked up his 3rd foul for Hammonton. Merrill makes both free throws. .218 left in this fourth quarter. Millville up by 8, 46-38. Smith will draw the foul on Pickett. That's 5 team fouls on Millville, so no shooting yet for Hammonton. 2nd foul on Pickett. Going to the hoop, and that's going to be a foul against Merrill, I believe. As Smith took it right to the hole,
And
looking to make something happen.
Merrill's trying to say, I just had my hands up. I didn't do anything. That's only the first foul on Merrill today. Both teams at 16 fouls.
Smith will look to make some free throws. He makes the first one.
That's the first points that Hammonton has made in quite some time.
That free throw broke a 12-point run by the Thunderbolts. Smith is good on both of them. 46-40, Blue Devils trail the Thunderbolts. Smith looking to dish. Doesn't go. Merrill with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul against Merrill apparently over the back. It's only his second.
That is the 17th foul for Millville. So I believe, and they're doing so, that is going to send Hammonton to the line from here on out.
Here's the move. Basket rolls off. I don't know. I didn't see.
Can you beat on the second part?
The second part of that, he hit the chin. Shot is missed. Hutchinson misses his own rebound, but Hammonton's still in possession. Smith with some sweet moves. Shot is up, and it's off the rim. Skying high is Raekwon Ford. They're going to call a jump ball. Ford can't believe it, and I'm not sure a lot of others can't believe that one. So Hammonton still has it. Pass is tipped out by Millville. Lowe trying to inbound the ball. All the way back out. Barber puts it in the hands of Kenny Smith. Smith playing with 4 personals. It'll be 3 from the side, and it's a splashdown. Tavon Barber hits the 3, and it's 46-43 right now. Good dish out, and Barber was ready. Zips it home from the left side. Timeout on the floor. Our score 46-43. The cheerleaders coming out to perform. We have a time.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Well, we are in for quite a finish, and we expected that from the get-go, as we remember that these two teams battled through 3 overtimes before Millville claimed a victory. There are 92 seconds left on the clock. Millville's up by 3. And they have possession. Raekwon Ford sneaks through.
Is that a foul on Smith?
If it is, he's done.
I think Kenny Smith just fouled out. And Hammonton can't believe it. Watch here. Yep, gets the hand in. That's going to do it for Kenny Smith.
Yeah. Lowe doesn't think it's a foul. But yeah, as you saw in the replay, the hand was in there. The arm was in there, actually.
And that's big for Hammonton to lose Kenny Smith.
Raekwon Ford makes the first one, so he'll get the bonus.
And Millville actually did, and now that we can kind of put a book on Kenny Smith's night, Millville actually did a really good job at shutting him down.
Ford makes both. Quickly up court. Nick Johnson finds Lowe, who finds Nicholson. They're going to go for another long three. It's bouncing off the rim, and Barriento brings it down. Barriento looking to go coast to coast. He'll draw the foul.
Yeah, a good job by Barriento because Millville had numbers going the other way as 3 Hammonton players were still back in their own defensive end. Well, good opportunity here for Millville just to slowly put this one out at the free throw line.
Barriento misses the first one. Merrill. Oh, it's a 2-shot foul anyway. So, yeah,
I think
a little overexcited.
I think everybody forgot about that. I mean, good job by Merrill.
Barriento makes the second one. So the lead is now 6, 49-43. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. So Hammonton will need quite a rally here in the final minute. And they're going to want to talk things over, so they take the timeout. I don't know what you can say. We're down by 6. We have a minute to work with, and we need to take some shots and make them happen.
Yeah, and your strategy's obviously changed quite a bit with Smith on the bench. You got to think they were going to try and run it through him. But Nicholson's played well today, so you wonder if they're going to try and draw some stuff up for him as well. We've seen them not afraid to take threes from deep, so there's a couple different ways that Hammonton can go about this. They don't, about a minute 2 left. Down by 6. You don't exactly have to go for 3 right away.
Well, if you're Millville, you want to run up some clock. You have a 6-point lead, so that's 2 possessions. And Hammonton, of course, has not shown a reluctance to take the three-pointer.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple different ways. Like I said, Hammonton could go about it. If they want to try and claw back quickly, they could go for that deep 3. So Millville's kind of got to watch on the outside for them to take those shots. But you also have to think about Nicholson as well, who's been the hot hand from in close.
1:02 on the clock. Hammonton with possession. They need 6 points to equalize Millville's total at the moment. Barber back out to Lowe.
They said Millville doing a good job of covering on the outside.
Millville's doing a good job of preventing the shot, but now Johnson, turnaround shot, no good. And we get a whistle before that second shot, and I think we're going to get a Millville foul here. It's going to be on Foster. Take a look. Again, Millville just really putting pressure on the ball, which is what they want to do. Foster, okay, Foster bumped Nicholson there, okay. Now, the foul was against Nicholson, but they're going to put somebody else in the line. First shot is good. Azir Smith-Bay with the front end of the 1-and-1.
And I think, again, both teams are forgetting that these are 2 foul shots.
Well, that might have been a 1-and-1.
What, was it a 1-and-1?
Yeah, he made the shot.
The refs, though, are kind of getting control of the players, telling them not to leave the lane early.
So both free throws are good. It's 49-45. Full court pressure being applied. They swing it out. And now a foul called on Smith-Bay. So that will lead to a 1-and-1 for Millville. Every shot's going to be very important. Anytime you get in a close game down the stretch, you want to make your free throws. Dante Smith must get the first one to get the second one. And he delivers. Very calm shot.
Yeah, and he wants to get the second one to drop as well. Puts it again to a 2-possession game with just under 40 seconds. We're going to get a timeout first.
Hammonton's going to try to freeze the shooter. So Millville up by 5 right now, 50-45. Hammonton calling the timeout. It's a 1-minute timeout, so we'll take a break here. 50-45, Thunderbolts lead the Blue Devils.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle, usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And now, back to the game.
So we're back live here at the Thunderdome. It's been quite a battle the whole time. Both teams having runs, but Millville's key 16-2-point run towards the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter had built up a nice lead, and they hang on to it right now by 5. It may be 6 after this free throw. Dante Smith puts it through. 51-45 Millville. 37 seconds. Hammonton taking a little too much time to set up a shot. They do get the 3. That's going to be long. Good rebound underneath by Barber, though. Tavon Barber with the putback after the miss.
And at this point, the only thing Hammonton can really do once the Thunderbolts get the ball is foul. Now in the double bonus.
It's good putback. You know what? I think there was a foul there by Pickett that didn't get called. A lot of contact. Instead, Millville going to the line. Smith again for it's a double bonus shot, so he'll get both free throws.
And again, another good opportunity to make it a 2-possession game is if Hammonton's going to make it on one end, just make sure you make your free throws on the other end and just keep it out of reach.
Smith, last 3 free throws have been nothing but net. Now that one had a little rim to it, but he made it. And the lead is 6.
Hammonton's got to be quick about their shot here.
Ooh. Low driving, dishing left side, open shot is up and in and out. Merrill taps it out of bounds. It should be Hammonton's possession with 9 seconds. I don't think they have enough time.
Yeah, you got to see Hammonton's got to be really quick about this opportunity and find an open shot and almost take the shot immediately. It's what they're going to try to do.
Well, they need 2 threes basically, and now we get a foul, and that may be a 3-shot foul because he was trying to shoot from 3-point range. So going to the line will be Nick Johnson.
Even with 6 seconds left, this is still turning into quite the finish.
Foster with the fouls. That's his second. Johnson will shoot. Makes the first one drop home.
And they are saying 2 more shots.
If he makes all 3, then we do have that single possession game.
And it looks like Latour's telling him, whatever happens after the shot, call the timeout. Both coaches actually. Well, actually, Hammonton wants the timeout now. That's their last timeout.
Yeah, I don't know why Hammonton would call a timeout. They have a hot shooter. He made the first 2 free throws, so you want him to go ahead and stay fluid with the shots.
I wonder, Latour looked like he was telling one of his players, call timeout after the shot. And I don't know if that made Hammonton just want to take their timeout now. Maybe a little gamesmanship there by Coach Latour. Forces Hammonton to take their last timeout. We'll see what they draw up here. Now you have to make the shot. This isn't one of those miss it on purpose shots because this made free throw would make it a 3-point possession. So you want to actually make the shot on it, but really running out of time for much else after that.
You want to make the shot because then if you create the turnover right off the inbounds play, you get a chance to tie it with a 3.
Yeah, if you're Millville, just hold on to the ball. You know they're going to come try and foul you. So just hang on to that ball and let them. There's no sense in trying to, I don't want to say be a hero, but no sense in kind of giving them any free possessions.
So Johnson needs to make this to make it a one-possession game and give Hammonton a chance for a steal. And it's in and out. It went off Millville last, but it's still a two-possession game, so that miss may have done it.
And we'll see what Hammonton draws up here. Again, if you're Millville, keep your hands down because they're going to go for a three. Oh, they're not going to go for a three.
Basket is put in on that quick inlet pass. Got the Smith Bay, and that's going to do it. So they got the steal they wanted, but unfortunately they missed one of those 3 free throws that would have made a three-point shot possible. Coaching staff at
Not exactly pleased with what just happened at the end there. I don't really know what they're mad about, but neither here nor there. But again, a really close game between these two teams, just like we expected it to be.
Final score is 53-51. Millville with another one of those comeback type of victories, and Hammonton certainly gave them all they could ask for. The Blue Devils, even though they lose, they don't have to hang their heads. They played a tough game for 32 minutes. We're going to have our star of the game in just a moment, so stay with us. Millville victorious, 53-51.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine
Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Another Thunderdome thriller, capped off by a lovely pirouette there by the cheerleaders, and our star of the game tonight will be Raekwon Ford. I'll tell you what, we could have had a few different stars the way this game was developing, but Raekwon, the end of the third quarter and early fourth quarter, tell me about the fire that you developed there. You created a bonfire.
Yeah, I knew we had to make something happen, so I was just a guy at the right time, and I felt it. I was letting it fly.
I got to tell you, you're one of the smallest guys out there, but yet you made the biggest plays of the night. So how do you feel about the team effort in general?
Millville basketball just won as a family, like I said before. So, we're going to never give up on each other. Just stay together all the time.
The Hammonton, of course, their defense seemed to really bottle up that lane area. They weren't getting any good drives to the basket. Hammonton was also rebounding the ball very well on defense. They gave you one shot and no second shots. How was that? How were you able to overcome that fact?
I don't know. We just played hard. That's all it is. Just playing hard.
Now, of course, the thing that started this is you hit the three-point shot and then the free throw. One of those rare four-point plays. And then I don't know how you got the ball back at the end of the quarter and make another basket. That seemed to light the fire, and the rest of the fourth quarter, you guys methodically just put it away.
Yeah, I love my guys. I love them.
I fully understand, because it seems like everybody plays a part in these games.
Everybody know their role, not doing too much, just sticking together.
Sometimes it's Foster, sometimes it's Merrill. Today it's Raekwon Ford.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a great game today. Millville victorious. Thanks to the finish by this guy, and I still love that three, and I love the fact that you were just so pumped up at half court after you hit those shots. That's how you play the game. Our star of the game, Raekwon Ford, will wrap up the numbers and wrap up the contest right after this.
Imagine Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
In Cumberland County, let's recycle right. We recycle cardboard, paper, aluminum, tin, and plastics number 1 and 2. Look for the 3-arrow triangle usually on the bottom of the plastic container. The number in the center determines the plastic number. Remember to recycle only number 1 and 2 plastics. Plastic bags, plastic film, hoses, and wires are not recyclable. They can damage sorting equipment and create hazardous working conditions. Don't trash our future. Do the right thing. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
We're back here at the Millville Thunderdome. A very exciting game between both Millville and Hammonton. We kind of expected this after the first game between you two teams. Now we told you to promise us no overtime in the beginning. You got close there at the end, but This is your 13th win of the season. As you just told us, this clinches the division for you guys. What does that mean now moving forward?
So we win. There's 3 Cal divisions. We've won ours now, the American. So that guarantees us a bye in the first round of the Cal playoffs and pretty much a home game after that bye. Just a great goal that we had at the start of the season.
Yeah, and how important is that for you guys to be able to get that bye, give these kids some well-earned rest?
In this season, rest is everything. So, with this grind that we have, getting into late season, we'll get to scout our opponent instead of out to play, and we can kind of pick our schedule a little better that way.
And this was a hard-fought game between you and Hammonton, and at the beginning, And kind of all throughout the game, we noticed Hammonton really getting one-and-done opportunities for you guys on the defensive end, really putting some heavy pressure. What was kind of the message at halftime to be able to find a way to break through that?
It was, a one-possession game. I think they had a 3-point lead there, so it was, win the 16 minutes. Just be tougher than them, want it more than them. And I think we did that. We came out, started really strong to start the third quarter. Dante Smith got a few layups, got some chances just to get us going and get himself in the game.
And you want to talk about another player that really kind of keyed this one for you. Starting in the fourth quarter, it was a 16-2 run for you guys. Raekwon Ford, just talk about what he was able to do, what he was able to spark for you guys.
Yeah, first half just not taking good shots, but not making them, and that's that confidence to have it going in the second half. He really made some big shots for us, and he was feeling it. You could tell he took a pretty long three there that went down with no doubt about it.
And when you kind of see that shot, now obviously he was kind of feeling it at that point. Is that the kind of shot that you're like, maybe don't, but it went in, so it doesn't matter?
You hold your breath and go, no, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And in the beginning for us, we talked about Kenny Smith, obviously one of the guys for them. You guys actually shut him down pretty well in this one. It kind of forced him to foul out. How good was the effort on that end for you guys?
Kevin Rivera, Jabbar Barrientos, Zaire Pickett all did a great job on him when they needed to. Dante Smith switched on him a few times. Caleb Foster had to switch and play him a few times. Yeah, I mean, he averages 22 points, so to hold him to 14, fantastic job.
And kind of another player, Nicholson, did a really good job for them on the offensive end. What was kind of the issue there for you guys? Wasn't really able to close him out there under the basket for him to allow him to kind of get those points.
Because Kenny is so good at getting penetration there, now Jaden has to slide over and pick up the ball and leave his man, so another rotation has to happen to slide over to pick up Jaden's man. It just happens very quickly. And we have a player as fast as Kenny Smith, it happens in a split second.
And as we said, an exciting game between Millville and Hammonton brings Millville to 13-4 on the season, as Coach Latour told us, clinches the division. And just another exciting game. I mean, we can keep saying that this is a team that's obviously, you guys have played close both times you face in both very tight games as well. Again, thanks for taking the time to do with us twice today. We got the bonus to you twice today. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back with the final numbers after this.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
And now, back to the game.
Well, we're back here at the Thunderdome. Quite a finish to this one. The game was as close as the score indicates, 53-51. But if there was one segment of this game that turned it on its heel, it was provided by our star of the game, Raekwon Ford, when he hit the very clutch 4-point play, the 3-point basket and the free throw. And then somehow Millville got another possession before the end of that third quarter to make it a 6-point run and cut an 8-point deficit down to 2. They went into the fourth quarter and outscored them 16. The Blue Devils outscored them 16-2, and that's really where the difference in this game came, Ariel.
Yeah, a really important stretch there, not only for the Thunderbolts, but for just Ford himself to be able to kind of just get that spark for his team. And Millville desperately needed someone to kind of gain momentum and get them back on the board. To cut the lead down to 2 at the end of the half was especially important because it gives you momentum. It gives you the thought, all right, we're still in this. We can still get back in this, and then that beginning to the fourth quarter just really took off from there.
And it's funny because Hammonton did get the first basket of that fourth quarter to build the lead back up to 4, and all of a sudden Millville just went on a tear thanks to Ford, who had a couple of 3-point baskets. And as he said himself, somebody's got to do it, and might as well be me. And basically, he was the one that sparked this 16-2 run.
Yeah, and I thought it was kind of funny when I asked Coach Latour about that 1-3 that was a little bit further maybe than you wanted. I said, is that kind of that moment you're like, maybe don't do that, but it goes in and you're good? He said, yeah, you hold your breath on that one. That's probably not exactly the shot you want to be taken in that opportunity. Yeah. Now you're not going to say anything because it went in. Yeah. What do you say now? Maybe don't do that next time?
I like the way I think Mike said, no, yes.
Yeah, it's one of those opportunities that you're like, I really don't want you to take that shot. But it went in, so what else can I say to you? Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you can't really say much else about Raekwon Ford, what he was able to do for Millville in this one. Game high 16 points? Mm-hmm. It was for Raekwon Ford to kind of lead Millville in this one. And Millville who needed anyone, after that first half to find a way. As you saw some very uncharacteristic scoring from Millville. After the first half, the highest scorer for Millville had 5 points.
That's right.
So it was really something that Millville needed to figure out something to do on the half just to find a way to break through that defense.
And, of course, Raekwon only had 2 of those first half points, so his 14-point effort in the second half is the difference in this game. Going to go ahead and put up our scoring totals for the night. Hammonton, to their credit, they battled the whole 32 minutes worth of activity here, and it was pretty much like the first one without the overtimes. Hammonton really gave Millville fits, especially in that first half. You see the scores there, and again, a key foul out by Kenny Smith. He is their all-world point guard. He finished with a team-high 14 points to match the efforts of Bryce Nicholson. Now, Nicholson had 10 points in the first half, so he only scored 4 in the second half. Good job, Millville, defensively to make that adjustment. And you see the other scoring there. Nick Johnson, 9. Tavon Barber with 9. And Tyler Lowe with 3. He had to, after some tough shooting, he finally got one to drop there for himself. And you see, again, Millville somehow finds a way to get 3 people in double figures. Raekwon Ford, game high 16. Dante Smith, he made some clutch free throws at the end, 4 straight free throws in that fourth quarter surge that sealed the victory as well, but he finished with 13. Jaden Merrill, again, defensively, another great game with a couple blocks, 11 points. Foster with 5, and Barriento with some outside magic, as he always seems to provide, with 6. So Millville comes away with another big win, a tough one, 53-51. These are the kind of games, though, Ariel, that battle test you. So cause we have the state tournament coming up, and, of course, the Cape Atlantic League playoff tournament. So some tough games still to come for Millville. These are the kind of pressure moments that if you can win, you can develop a little bit of a chemistry and all that things that makes differences in those tight games.
Yeah, and we've seen the kind of chemistry that Millville's had throughout this entire season. It moves them to 13-4. It's been a really strong season for this team. And I think it was Raekwon who talked about how this team is a family. And they've really shown that throughout this season. Clinches the division for them. It'll give them a nice nice, well-rested, going into the playoffs. Still got a couple games left in the regular season, but it'll give them that nice little rest as Latours said, be able to scout their opponents instead of just going right in. Gets them that good break for a team that's really battled hard throughout this season.
We want to thank everybody who watches on the various outlets that we have. Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting, YouTube Live, Channel 22, and, of course, BFA, our good friends at BFA, also streaming the game tonight. For Ariel Melendez, for Ryan Narowski, our very, very capable director, Charles Hope, and Becca Panchasine, as well as Carla Urena. All those people made it all possible. We hope you enjoy tonight's game. All good stuff.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.